What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. So on Snapchat earlier, I posted 4 different options for videos, and I had y'all choose which one y'all wanted to see the most, and everyone chose Real Life Pretty Little Liars. Okay, so y'all, let me tell y'all what happened, and it's really creepy. It's still to this day, it creeps me out because y'all will see. Okay, so it's my freshman year in college, and I stay in a suite style dorm. So it's like 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So 2 rooms on this side, 2 rooms on this side, and in the middle is like the living room. Then of course our bathrooms on the side with our rooms. And so our dorm kind of like a hotel. So all rooms basically look like this. So across the hall, we had these 4 guys stayed across the hall from us. They were our friends. Actually, they went to school with one of my roommates. So that's how we met. So we met through my roommate. So we all were cool, hung out with each other. You know, whenever we needed something, we could just go ask each other, you know, for something. So one day, I don't know what I was doing, but I went over there to ask for something. So I knock on the door, and I hear them in there like, "Who is it? Who is it?" They're like, "Oh, it's Chandler." Should we let her in? Like that. So I'm like, why are they acting like this? You know, like. So they open the door, and I'm like, so y'all didn't want to let me in? Y'all discussing whether y'all gonna let me in or not? You know, just joking around. They were just kind of they were sitting like in a circle. It was more than just the 4 of them there. It was like more guys with them. And they were all sitting in a circle looking at the door. So I'm like, hey, like, what y'all doing over here? And so one of them was like, I bet you it happened. So I'm like, what are they talking about? They were looking down at their phone. They were like, I bet you it happened. I bet you it happened. And so then they get a message on the phone, and it says, tell that girl to get out of your door. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, and it was like, we don't know who sent us the messages. So in my head, I'm all like thinking, oh, it's one of the girls they might have been talking to, or, you know, a girl that liked them or something like that. So anyway, I go back to my room when I tell my roommate, the one who went to school with them, and I'm like, girl, how about I just went over here and, you know, this and that. She was like, what? She said, so I'm finna go over there. They were real cool. They were real close. So she went over there, and she had a bonnet on her head when she went across the room. So she was like, when I opened the door, and she was like, why y'all messing with Chandler? You know, this and that. While she's standing in the door, a message comes in, and it says, tell that girl to get out of your door with that ugly thing on her head. And so at this time, we like, what the world? Like, that's so creepy. But then we go back to the room, we like, you know, the boys probably playing with us. They're probably just doing that, you know, saying stuff, just this and that. So time goes by, and so we're like, you know what, let's see what's going on, because I really want to know. That's so creepy, you know, still thinking they playing. So we're like, I really want to know what's going on. Like, that's so creepy, you know, you think they playing with us? So eventually we go, you know, talk to boys, see what's up. Well, they tell us that that number had been texting them all day, basically watching their every move. And so how our buildings were set up, there were like 2 of the same buildings, so like 2 twin buildings. And so they would go back and forth. Whoever was texting them was sending them a different room numbers. They said every room number they went to, the door was unlocked, which is really weird. Like that creeped me out itself. So I was like, oh my god, you know, somebody really stalking y'all. We just thinking, you know, it's a girl that had some dirt on them or something. And so even the guys told us that like some of their secrets that no one really knew, the number texting them knew what it was, like knew like stuff about them. So fast forward to the next day, and so we're just like, rewind back. Later on that night, one of my other, not a roommate that went to school with them, but another one of my roommates went over there, you know, was just chilling, hanging out with them, you know, like we were really close. Like y'all probably thinking it's weird, but it's really not, because we were really close with them. And so she's over there, and so while she was over there, she said the number was like, every time she would do some, they would be like, tell that girl to stop doing this. And even like the inside of our buildings, their room's facing inside, our room's facing outside. So basically their room could see the courtyard. So she told us that they were looking like at all the other rooms that were facing the courtyard, and the number was like, okay, I'm gonna flicker the lights so you can see who I am. And she said like so many lights would flicker, like you could never tell, you know, who, like, which one was them, which was creepy to me too. And then they said they were making kind of a lot of noise. So one of the roommates came out of his room, you know, seeing what they were doing, and then she was like, the number text and said, tell that roommate with his sexy self to go back in his room. Of course they said his name, but I'm not gonna say, you know, nobody's name. So that was creepy enough. So like when she was telling us all this, I was like, you know what, like, y'all need to call the police, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. So fast forward to that next night, I was asleep during all this, but my roommate told me this. So that night, whenever I would go to sleep, I would lock my doors. I would never sleep with my door unlocked. And when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Like, you cannot get me up. In the middle of the night, the guys came beating on the door, banging the door, talking, open up, open up, open up. And so she was like, nobody was getting up. So she finally went to the door. She was like lighter sleeper. So she went to the door, and it was them. And they was like, where Chandler at? Where Chandler at? And of course, I was in my room asleep. So they were trying to knock on my door, get me up. But I was asleep. Like, when I'm asleep, I don't get up. So she said the number had texted them. They threatened to call the police on the number. So the number texted was like, okay, stop. No, don't call the police. It's just Chandler and us playing. So I'm in there asleep with the door locked. So the guys are thinking I'm really in there, you know, playing with them. When in reality, I'm asleep. And so my roommate tried to tell them, no, y'all, when she sleep, she is asleep. And another incident happened at the beginning of the school year when they were trying to find where I was when really I was in my room asleep. So they know when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. So the guys were like, it has to be Chandler. Instead of trying to open up, I was asleep. So gone, she was like, no, I promise y'all, whoever number was saying that it was us doing it, stopped them from calling the police. So the next day, so I woke up and they told me this. I was like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, it kind of gave me chills because now they were putting my name in it. So it's kind of like I was kind of involved now, but still not involved. So I was like, y'all, this is creepy. They blame me, trying to put my name in, trying to blame it on me. We need to figure this out, like, right now. So the guys, like, kind of had, I guess, their same schedule every day. Because they were like, when they went to the gym, the number followed them to the gym. And when they went to this other dorm, the number, like, was still following them at that dorm, like, telling them, you know, what they were doing. They could see them and stuff like that. So we came up with a plan to keep the boys in our room, like, tell them don't even go in their room at all, like, come straight to our room. And so we're all sitting there, and so we was like, you know, y'all are playing with us. It has to be one of y'all. So everybody put their phones down, right? You know, don't nobody touch your phone, don't nobody do nothing. Everybody sit your phone down. So we all set our phone down, like, you know, just to see was there somebody, you know, one of us playing. No. We still got a message. And so at that point, I think whoever the person was, they were kind of confused because they were like, hey guys, I know what y'all are doing. I know where you're at. You're in the gym. And so we were like, okay, yeah, we got them confused. They think y'all in the gym, y'all not in the gym. They're like, yeah, such and such, I'm not gonna say the name, such and such has on that shirt, such and such has on those pants. Yes, y'all looking good working out. So we like, how we got them. They think they know, but they don't know. Y'all are in our room. So one of my roommate's friends goes down to her room to get something, because we all stay in the same building. So she went down to her room to get something, or one of her roommates needed to get in their room. They needed a key or something like that. Well, anyway, she goes, and then she comes back. You know, we just still sitting there, you know, trying to still see what's up because nobody's on their phone. All of a sudden, we get a message. It was like, y'all tried to send that girl to come find me. LOL. So we like, what are you talking about? And they described every single thing my roommate friend had on. When it went down to her room to let the other roommate in or whatever she wouldn't go do, they described everything. Like, so just say she had some leggings, a white shirt, and some Uggs. They said, yeah, we saw her with the leggings, white shirt, and Uggs on. So this one we like, oh no. So like, they got to be in this building somewhere. So at that point, 3 more friends they got over there with us, and they knew kind of what was going on. So it was like, you know, we just finna all, I think our building had 7 floors. So we're like, yeah, we just finna all go out, split up, and you know, we gonna try to get them. Like, we gonna try to surround them. So the weird thing is, none of us told each other where we were going, but we all somehow ended up on the 7th floor. So on the 7th floor, y'all. So it's about 10, 11 of us. We're all like in the hallway, like, what? How we all end up here? So all of a sudden, this girl starts walking by, and we like, hey, you know, just talking to her like, hey, and she kind of looking like all these people like looking at her, and we are staring her down because we're trying to find out who it is. And so she like, hey, and we're like, where are you from? You know, just trying to talk to her. She's like, I'm from New York. And so we're like, oh, okay, you know, like she's from New York, you know, she couldn't do, you know, she don't know us. So we, you know, we like, oh, okay, you know, we'll see you later. Sorry to bother you. She walks off. Like, we look at her. She hits the corner and takes off running. So we like, oh no. So we all, like, all 11 of us are running after her. We're like, oh no. Stop her. So then we all run right up to her. She's like, oh my gosh. Okay, no. Reverse. What made us go after her is when she started walking, turned the corner and took off running, the number text and was like, New York, you let me get away. And so we running after her. We like corner her and we're like, it's you. We know it's you. We like, you know, trying to scare her. She is really scared. She's like about to cry. She's like, what are y'all talking about? She's really confused. And so we like literally, if y'all would have seen her reaction, she did not know what's going on. She was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. She was pretty upset. So we're like, okay. So then we go to another floor. You know, we're just still looking, kind of searching around or whatever. And so we hear this dog barking. And the number was like, oh, y'all hear the dog? That's my dog barking. So we're like, what the world? So we're trying to figure out what room the dog coming from. You know, trying to figure that out. Never figured that out. So then we're on the hall where the laundry room is. And we're all scattered in the middle of the hallway, you know, in the way of the hallway. And so this couple walks by this guy and this girl. And I think the guy accidentally bumped into one of my roommates and she said something smart to him. And she was like, whatever. And the guy kind of got an attitude, looked back nasty at her. And so after that, the number texts you. I'm not going to say, I can't say exactly what it said because I'm not trying to, you know, say anything. But just say, the girl having a red scarf. They were like, you red scarf. We were like, okay, it's him. Go corner him. Go see what they're doing. And they were all looking like, he was like, what are y'all talking about? You know, we knew it wasn't him. So then we're sitting there and this girl walks by. And so we were like, you know what, y'all, we need to start going after people. And then she walks by again. So we're like, okay, y'all, could be her. Follow her. And I was like, y'all, let me get away. Go get me. Y'all, let me get away. So we're like, oh yeah, it's her. Go after her. Go get her. We go to her, y'all. She's about to scream and fight us. She like, what are y'all? Like, why are y'all following me? Imagine, you know, 12 people being in your face like, it's you, isn't it? And she's like, what the world? Like, she's literally about to fight us. So we like, you know what? Let's just back off. It's getting too out of control. We, you know, people getting mad. People are starting to bicker with each other. So we're like, you know, we're just gonna call it off and go to the room, try to figure this out again. Messages still coming. Still trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. And to this day, we still not know what happened. They threatened to actually like get the police. One of our friends' uncle was the police, so we're like, you know what, we're calling the police. And that's when the number was like, okay, we're sorry. It's just a bad joke, a joke gone wrong. This, and that. And it was like, we promise we won't bother you anymore. And then we never heard from the number again. So to this day, we don't know who it was. How were they watching us? How were they hearing everything we said? It was weird. So yeah, that was my real life Pretty Little Liars story. Hope you guys enjoyed it.